Okay.
Travel horrors. To not, and I mean to not, to what we did, right? It cost us a week and like $2,000 and roughly $2,000, maybe a little more, right?
About
So
3,000
about
US.
3,000 US to be honest, right? And 4 days, so 4 days, about 3,000 US. And if we were not prepared properly, this video would have been a video saying, "Hi guys, we are stuck and can everyone please donate some money to us so we could get out
Yeah,
of
we'd have to start a GoFundMe.
yeah, so we could get out of Europe." But
Preparation is key.
luckily, this video is not that. This video is just our travel horrors. So our trip was going fine. It was going amazing. It was going great, right? I feel like we should have known it was about to go downhill when I got sick. I never get sick.
Yeah, she don't normally.
I never get sick, and the flu, it was kicking my ass. I couldn't even speak, right? I couldn't speak. I couldn't sleep. I was just miserable, and I see why babies cry when they're sick now because what the
So, we book a flight from London to Tobago.
yes,
And we say, alright, when we reach Tobago, we're going to spend a night in Tobago and take the ferry from Tobago to
Trinidad, right? So we checked out of our hotel on the Sunday morning, right, and we head to the train station. It was right across the street. Literally, all we do is cross the street, and we're good to go, right? We get there. We're waiting on our first train that is supposed to take us to Berlin Central, and it's like, where is the train? This is the time, and if it's something about these people, if they say 10:05,
Then
they
the train
do
is
not
there.
mean 10:06.
Yeah. The train door is closing at
At
10:05.
They don't mean it arrives at 10:05. They mean it's leaving the platform
At 10:05.
at 10:05. So we're waiting. No train, right? Again, should have been another indicator that things were gonna go sideways for us, but we were like, oh, it's just a train, right?
That's a train. God, them tell us, say, yo, the train that we're waiting on is severely delayed.
Due to train
So,
work.
take our next train. So we take the next train.
But it's not as quick as the train we're supposed to be on.
So when we reach the next station now, forget the next train.
Yes.
That train already left.
Yes.
Right? So we grab a next train that's going the same direction.
Yeah, and it had the same number, everything.
Yeah.
But what we did not know was that while it's going in the same direction, not really exactly, right? And it was just later. So we get on the train. So don't be like us. Always make sure to double check and everything. Because when we book these tickets, apparently you reserve your seats. Yeah, you reserve your seats, that type of thing. So this is the number one. Do not assume that your tickets are valid for another
Every
train
train,
because
yeah.
it's the same train, same number, yada yada yada. Please ask an attendant first. That is the first. Do not be like us.
Ask multiple
Ask
attendants
multiple
too.
attendants too, right? Actually, just go into the main office, the information office, and ask there, right?
Yeah. Do all light.
Do all of it. Don't be like us,
Yeah.
right? We only asked once, and they were like, "Oh, you're fine. That train comes again in like 30 minutes." Right,
So we jump on the train now, second train, and you don't know, find a seat and whatever. You see me? So the train I go, and it make it first stop. At the first stop, a man come on and say, "Yo, you're in my seat."
and we're like, "Huh?"
And we say, "Huh? I
Yeah.
understand."
His ticket does say the seat that we're sitting in, but our ticket also says the seat
Seat,
that we're
yeah.
sitting in. So we just get up because we couldn't be bothered. So we
So-
just got up.
While it's the same seat number, it's a different train.
Yeah,
You see me? So again, things might seem similar, but it's
but it's
not.
different. So don't be like us.
You see me? Find an attendant, and me I talk to the attendant, and he must say, "Yo, you're on the wrong train." But this train is going the same direction, so you don't know. You can stay up on the train. So what about seats? Because we can't, somebody say we have seats. So you must say, "Yo, the seats." How you figure out the seats now? The seats have a little screen on them or above them. If it have like a name, let's say Lisbon to London. If you see that on it, that means that seat is
It's
reserved.
reserved.
But
Right.
if you don't see anything on it, like the screen blank
Then
or
it's free.
you just have the date on it, then you can sit in that seat. So.
But this was a long distance train,
Mm-hmm.
so unfortunately it was really full. There weren't many free seats, so and he was like, if you find a seat anywhere, you could take it,
Yeah.
and if not, you could do like these other people's that you see where
Sit
you
on the
just
ground,
sit
man.
on the floor anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what we ended up doing for like the first hour and a half of this train ride because it's a long distance train, and we're supposed to be on this train for about 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right, so now we're on this train and we're doing all that we have to do, and I can't believe he's yawning in our video. Like,
I want to sleep.
please tell him that, you know. But guys, so far we were like, okay, we're still on track. We still have a lot of time to catch our flight the next morning, because by this time it's like 4 o'clock in the evening. So we weren't too worried. But this is where things start getting problematic. Like, we were like, okay, whatever with the seats, yada yada yada. The train gets to the station and it says last stop, and we're like, last stop.
Yeah.
What do you mean by this? Because this isn't our stop. So we get off, and because what am I supposed to do? So we get off, right, and we find an information booth, and they were like, "Oh, the train that you're supposed to be on, according to these tickets, it gets here in like 15 minutes. Just go back up to the platform, wait on it." I was like, "Are you sure? Because this is where I'm going." They said, "Yeah, you're good to go." Right? I was like, maybe we should buy new tickets just in case, right? But we're trying to buy new tickets at the ticket booth, and it
just
keeps
a
saying
mechanical error.
and we're going to every single one, and they're
Yeah.
all saying mechanical error.
We'll go
Other
like
people are
15
trying
booth. Yeah.
and mechanical error. So we're like, okay, well, I guess we just go ahead with our ticket,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I felt a little anxious about it. People always follow your intuition, because I was like, boy,
Something don't feel right.
something don't feel right. But we went along with it, because by this time our train was about to leave. In 3 minutes we have a lot of bags, because we have both our bags. So we just ran up, get on the train. Literally, when we step on the train, they were closing the door, right? So we get on the train, and the ticket attendant, he comes around checking tickets. This is where everything starts going to shit, right? Can I say shit on YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say shit on YouTube, but guys,
So the man come in and the man check the ticket and he must say, okay, next stop you get off. I'm gonna say,
next stop, we're like
next stop
we're like four stops away from where we're
stops
supposed to
away
go.
from it. So I said to him, say, yo, we're actually trying to get to XYZ
We were
place
trying to get to Belgium, because we were
Yeah.
supposed to. Our actual transfer was supposed to be
at Belgium.
in Belgium, so we were supposed to go Belgium to London, and then we would get to London at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, so
right?
I said to him, say, yo, this is where I try to get to. And him just give you a lot of attitude, and
Yeah,
him
he
a
was.
move upset.
He was bad vibes.
Is
I'm not
he,
gonna
man?
lie to you.
Very
And if you
bad
ever
vibes.
broke up on this video, just know that I don't like you. But
So the man I say, yo, I have to get off. So me and babe say, yo, I could try buy the ticket online.
yeah,
We'll try buy it online. Same error that was coming up on
On
the
the
ticket
machine.
machines. That was coming up on the phone now. Mechanical error. So we try to show him, say, yo, mechanical error, we can't get to purchase the tickets, and
He
if
didn't
we
wanna
get
hear
off this
nothing.
train, yeah, him does not take nothing.
yeah,
like
he
the
didn't
man
wanna.
was-
He didn't want to hear anything. He didn't even want to look, because I wanted to ask him, like, is there any other way we
and the
could
man
get
all
the
a
ticket,
move loud
right?
too.
Because
come
I
to
would
me
have
and-
even give him the money, like, what, I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to do, like, help me out. And please note, there was a very bad language barrier. He speaks a little English. I don't speak no German, so
Yeah, but the man come to me and I say, yo, your girl in bathroom. When next stop you get off. So
Like-
we reach at the next stop, and be able to say, yo, what you want to do? I mean, I say, honestly,
Yeah.
I could just get off this train when I to that brother there. Easy me, because if he might deal with me away, then eventually me I go start deal with him back in another way there. Easy me, I say. So I say, you know what? Let's just get off the train. So
we get off the train.
we're getting off the train, and when we look, I see the man I come with Bay Police.
Yeah, and they actually arrested a lot of people who were on the train.
Yeah, because
So-
it turns out people were on the train,
Who didn't have tickets.
or them ticket expire from the previous stops, and they never want to come out. Like one guy was hiding out in the train bathroom.
Yeah.
You see me? So the police them come take them off arrest them. You see me? I turn to Babes and I say, yo, see there? Good think a little more suppose would have to call the people and I say, yo,
Like, yeah, now we need a lawyer.
yeah,
right?
arrested in Germany.
That would have
You
been
see me?
horrible because it was a Sunday, so chances are we would have
Yeah.
been very stuck.
And based on movies, German prison is not nowhere to be.
Yeah.
No
so
prison at all is
it's
nowhere to be.
So
Right?
let me just get that clear, right?
You see me? So
But we get off.
come
And-
off for the train and
You
we
know?
go McDonald's, you know.
Yeah,
We say
we
we
were
could get some food because we did hungry. We never really eat much today. So
it
we
was
say,
about 10:30 by this time. It's
Yeah.
about 10:30 now.
yeah, about 10:30
Right.
I got to
So look at the amount of buckets we had from the time we checked out at our hotel
Yeah.
at 12. It's now
Yeah.
10:30.
Mhm.
We're at a station in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, station looks so sketchy.
Yeah.
So sketchy. It's smaller than all of the other stations we've ever seen in Germany, in Europe, honestly, in any country across Europe. And we're looking at it like, okay, you know what? Let's just duck in this McDonald's because the station is also pretty cold.
Mhm.
And we try to figure out life from there. So we get in the McDonald's, we buy food, we're trying to figure out life. Here comes the police again, and they come at him like,
Yeah,
"What are you
police
doing?"
Police are come to me and an ID and I say, yo, my girl has my passport.
So he
You see
comes
me?
to me. So they look over at me, and I look up at him, and I'm like, okay. And then they just leave us. They saw the passport, and they just left us alone,
Mhm.
right? But they did pat down a few other guys, and they did arrest one or two people, and that send off flags. In we're black people, we're Caribbean people. Yeah, police patting and searching people only says we should not be
Yeah,
here.
that just tell me say me not ear away.
Yes.
Sketchy.
So we're like, is this thing still on? Let me make sure. Yeah, it's still on. Oh, we've been here for 13 minutes, guys. We're only halfway through. Okay, no problem. Let me speed it along. So we now start looking for cars, but all of the
Rental places
rental
are
places
closed.
were closed, right? They were like, oh, you can't pick up right now. I was like, is there an airport nearby? The ones at the airport are always open, right? The closest
Airport's
airport
far.
is like an hour away, right? So we're
And
like,
we not in England nowhere. It's cold AF outside and we
Yeah.
say, yo,
and we
that
were
not
like,
go
maybe we
work.
could take a cab to the airport, and then
Expensive.
the cab said, oh, you want to go to the airport from here? Do you got $400? I said, close, right?
Expensive. The cab was expensive. So then we come up with the idea. And, well, Babes come up with the idea. We say, yo, let's fly here. Which airport can we get to from where we are?
Yeah,
Yo,
and
me
if we
hate them
could-
dog days, man.
And if we could fly, guys, you won't believe what this dog is barking after. It's barking after our goddamn jackets, but it likes to bark, and
A
it's soon
nine-ounce dog.
go away. But point is, I was
Yeah.
like, we might as well fly because ground transportation, I don't see anything that's going to get us to London to catch an 8:30 flight. But if we fly, it's 40 minutes, right? Because at this point we're in. I would put the name on the screen, what part of Germany we were in, right? I'll put it on the screen because I can't pronounce it and I don't want to butcher it, right? So I put it on the screen, but we look, we see flights, so we say, okay, let's get to the airport. Problem again.
Train stop run for the night at the station that we are at, Zane. So we say we are going to just hold it at the train station
Because
until
it's
in the
only
morning.
station, and it was the only way to get to the airport, right? Why did they tell us that the next train is not until 2:35 a.m.? Guys,
And then it's like 12 o'clock right now. See?
I was stressed out
So we say, alright, we buy the ticket them
and just wait,
and just wait. See?
right?
Buying the ticket them was another issue because at this point we use the card them so much, even though we put a travel advisory on all our cards.
Yeah, the banks thought
The banks
we were being
still
scammed.
lock the card them. Like
Yeah.
I can't understand with Caribbean banks
They-
because we make sure call them before we go on the road to say, yo, we're gonna be here, and here. Please do not lock my card. Them still lock the
And
card.
they locked it, and we had to
Right.
call already, right? Because we had to call when we're in Italy, and they were like, "Oh, we blocked the card." It's like, what do you mean
Yeah,
by
when
that?
I call NCB, they were like, yeah, we see a travel advisory, but you know
But-
the spending was still sketchy, whatever.
It was
whatever, blah, blah,
suspicious.
blah,
They
blah.
were like, "Oh, you spent so
See?
X amount of money and X amount of time," so we locked it just
So
to
not
make sure you're
only
not
are
getting
we
scammed.
stuck in the middle of nowhere,
Our card is now blocked.
card is now blocked, and we only have a limited amount of cash. You know what I say?
Yeah, because
So when we got the machine, the ticket to get the two ticket, them was a certain amount, and we were
I
like,
think it was like $20-something.
like 26,
Yeah,
and we
about
only have
26.
25.
right?
You see me?
Because
And
we
we did that,
bought
and we say,
food.
yo, what we are gonna do?
Yeah.
And babe say, yo, I go on. One train just let off, and a lot of people like they were out drinking. So bag of people are coming, and babe say, yo, Mr. Big Smarty a pound, you know.
Yeah.
So she just stop a random person and say, yo, I'm trying to get tickets and yada yada
Yeah, I'm
yada.
short $1. Can I have $1?
And them give her £2 because I must have them never have
No dollars. So
no
they
dollar.
gave me
So
two.
they can give her £2.
Right. And they said at least you'd have that extra dollar now.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Hope you guys get where you're going safe.
So we now have the
Right.
tickets and we now have a plan of action. But we have to
And
wait in at the train
I should
station.
put this here, right? While we only had a limited amount of euro dollars, we had US dollars because we're like, okay, US,
Yeah, but they
we're going
don't
to
take
Trinidad, but they don't take no type of US.
Them no want
So
see no US dollars.
this is another, don't be like us. Do not go to any country in Europe with US dollars. They will not accept it,
Yeah,
and
them
they will
not
just
take
look
it.
at it like, what is that?
Yeah, them not gonna take
Don't
it.
do
None
that.
at all.
So all of the US cash that we went in with, and I don't know why we bought US. We were going to America first.
No, we did have US from Jamaica.
Yeah,
You
because
see
we
me?
were going to America
We
first.
save up. Yeah, we save up for the trip too. You see me?
So
We were both saving all the US that we earned
yeah,
through the year for this trip, right? Cause we say yo US. Right?
exactly. So don't
So-
be like us. Don't take US. And
Yeah.
in Europe, they don't take it. No machine
Get
takes
euro.
it. No shop takes it.
Get
So
euros.
we had to use the little cash that we had to buy food and
Mm-hmm.
buy this ticket. Although we had US, because guess what? They blocked our card.
Mm-hmm.
So this is number 2. Do not be like us.
The train forward before the time it's supposed to leave. So say we're gonna jump on the train and warm up inside the train since it's here. So we jump on the train with all our bag and ray. Warm up inside, train take off now. Train take off. May I study this thing, I'll be able to share go while I sleep. I say alright, while I sleep, and I go stay up and make sure I come off for the right place. I watch it, I count the stops. Right, when we reach the next stop now, I say, babes, this is our stop. The next stop our stop. When we reach it and I come off of the train now, I say, yo, I see a name on our board because all of the station them have a name on the board, right? I see a name on the board and I say that name does not correspond with what I see on the phone. You see me? And it's just been such a shitty night. I say I don't want to make no more mistakes. By the time if you take out my phone and check to make sure it's at the right station, train door lock gone. So we jump off.
Plus, he was saying it doesn't look like the right station. So
It
I
don't
was
look like,
I
right,
just woke
right.
up. I was like, if
Zane?
you say so, then okay.
So when we jump off at the next stop, realize the previous stop, what I think wasn't the stop, was actually the stop.
Yeah.
So by the time my next train come for carry back to the stop, we should have come off. We missed the train
That
where
we
it's
needed
supposed
to
to
get.
carry at the airport. So we wait. No, we never wait. We go back 2 stops.
Yeah.
Go back 2 stops, catch a different train, and reach at the airport now.
Yeah.
When we reach at the airport, the one that was supposed to catch the flight go to London. When we
Yeah.
reach, it's a long ass walk. Long walk because everything like under construction at this
Yeah,
place.
they don't got no escalators, no elevators,
See?
no nothing.
And
right?
our bags are heavy.
And
See?
broken. By
And
this
broken.
point, they had already broke, so we didn't
Yeah.
have no wheels,
Like
no
the
nothing.
wheel them fly off.
Things are
basic.
falling out. Like
See?
it was a mess.
So, anyways, we get to the airport finally, get inside the airport. We run to the counter and we say, yo, this are the situation. These
We
are
need
the
a
flight
ticket.
we need. You see me?
Yeah.
And the lady was like, all right, can get to that. You
Yeah.
have like 15 minutes till the flight close.
So,
So we got
but
some
the
booms
check-in
now.
was right behind us, so
Yeah.
she's like, we could buy it right now.
And
you
just
just
go
go over
check
to the
in.
check-in, and you would make your flight. It would get us to London in time to get on our flight. We were like, okay, whew, we made it.
Yeah.
We lied.
So we said,
lied.
bam, we're going to try purchase the flight. We're try use the cards, nothing gonna work.
Yeah.
You see me? This is when we actually figure out that the card them blocked.
We just
Right.
thought it was an error. It was like
So-
the system was down or something.
Can't use the card. We don't have enough US. Cause we say, alright, how much is the US? Cause we have a good amount of US.
Yeah.
So we say, how much is the 2 tickets in US? It's not enough. You see me?
Because US
we
is
supposed
very
to
weak
get
in Euro.
very weak. And I was supposed to get back some tax return thing. Because if you purchase something in Europe, right, when you're leaving,
Yes.
you can get
Back your
back the
taxes,
taxes that
because
you
you're
paid
not-
on
you
the
don't live
item
there.
because you don't live there. So I go over to the place and I say, yo, can I get back the taxes? And I say, yo, forget about the taxes. You have to show us that you actually have a flight booked and you're about to leave. So I said, damn,
Exactly. So
we just
now,
don't have enough money and we backed into a car and we're stuck at this airport.
Yeah.
And if we don't catch this flight, we're gonna miss our.
so I go online and I'm like, all right, mommy, I'm about to use my mother's card because mine is blocked. I don't have enough cash. I'm basically stuck. And so I've tried, and he's like, babe, stop we've already missed it. I was like, baby, we have like 1 minute.
Yeah, we have like 1 minute. So I'm gonna turn to her and say, yo, I appreciate everything that you're trying to do. Is it me and me understand so you try to get us out of here.
Yeah.
Because she more savvy with these things than me. Is it me? So when it comes to like travel, she knows the sites to use to get the cheap tickets and the this and the that and the do's and the don'ts of traveling because she travel a lot more than me. Is it me? So me I say, yo, I understand everything that you're trying to do and I appreciate it. But me I say, yo, no make no sense. It done gone. You see
Yeah.
me? So at that point she say, yo, she go book a place so we stay the night. We can get some sleep, get some food, and
then
then
kind of
once we recharge, we can attack life again.
But I had to cancel our tickets to Trinidad first because as long as the flight takes off, then you no longer can get a refund. But I made them fully flexible tickets, right? So that
Always make your tickets fully
always
flexible.
make your tickets fully flexible. Travel insurance is your friend.
Yes.
Right,
Always get
so
travel insurance.
Because I had that on the ticket, they gave us back all of the money, taxes, everything included, and they did give us the allowance for a day since we were delayed for a day, and it came in handy because, like I said, cards fully blocked.
Yep.